Not much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And spins away. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Jackson. And a first hookup with his veteran tight end, Dallas Clark. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. So let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Jackson now dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by 2-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. Intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And he takes a shot on on the release, as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Yeah, Sanders now to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Remain in a scoreless 1st half. More from the desert after this.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
3-19. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, and that's taken in by the tight end Clark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Lawrence Taylor in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. To throw on second down. Murray tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie.
Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. There he goes inside the 30. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Jackson on first and 10. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Jackson on second down. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity.
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real... He's actually doing that back in the good old days.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
To throw is Jackson on first down. Out to the left there. And make it a second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. sack back at about the 43-yard line. Lawrence Taylor in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he's going to let this one go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on a turnover. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Sanders. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now, here come the Bengals. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And finally brought down at the 43. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And Jackson throwing once more. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
All right, here we go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray escaping the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing again. Murray flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for first.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, ho-hum here, just your garden variety 2-0 game in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, dime a dozen, aren't they? Let's see. Can you get 2 base runners on and hit a 3-run homer and win it?
Should be interesting to see how this one finishes. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go now.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard. Set. 319. 319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Room here to run. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He was looking for Edelman there.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that.